What's up, YouTube? It's AJ, ThruJahyEyes, with another little installment of NOLA LezBNTruth. Just pretty much was picking a topic off the top of my head. Was I think I was gonna do the lesbians being around kids, like lesbians that have kids and bringing studs or other lesbians around their children, and about negative influencing on them, or if they're gonna turn out gay or something when they grow up. Pretty much it's bullshit. I mean, because you gotta think about it. I mean, these kids are gonna grow up, they're gonna be curious, they're gonna experiment with different things. I don't think just because you have your child in a household, or they're being raised by lesbians, they're gonna turn out to be gay or whatever. I mean, if they do, then that's their own business. I came out of a home with heterosexuals, you know what I'm saying, and I'm homosexual. I'm a lesbian, so it's like I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think even if I would have been in the home with lesbians, I would still be gay. I mean, that's my preference. That's always been what I've liked. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't never about the influence coming in from outsiders or anything like that. This was just something going on in me. I've always loved women. I've always liked girls. So I can't say, that's just my opinion. I don't think a child being in the home with lesbians, or even studs for that matter, would turn the child gay or have a bad influence on them. I mean, if you're just doing negative things around the child, then of course the child is going to pick up some of your habits. I mean, but you have to be smart enough not to do particular things in front of a child. They mimic you to a certain extent. I mean, but once a child is old enough and, a pre-adult or preteen or whatever, and old enough to make their own decisions, you pretty much have to just go with the fact that you've raised them in a good way, in a good environment, gave them all the love they need, and just guide them, pretty much through life, not in their sexual orientation. They're going to pick that on their own, or if they're born a particular way, and it's gonna show itself, eventually. So, I mean, that's pretty much my take on it. I don't think. I mean, I've had certain circumstances to where certain times when the child may get a little confused, especially like with the studs. If you have them in the household with studs, sometimes they'll, like, if they're coming up, they're 1 or 2 or 3, and they start to, oh, that's a boy, or you're a boy, because they see the stud, and you're dressed in male attire or whatever. So they're pretty much, you're giving off this certain look that you look like a boy to them, because that's what they're used to. They're used to seeing a boy look one way and a girl look one way. If they're not accustomed to the stud, then they'll be like, you're a boy, you're a girl. But if they're coming up in the home with you and they know you're a female and you just dress a particular way, I mean, there is no confusion. Maybe with some kids there will be, but for the most part, I don't think there would ever be a problem or any type of negativity because you're in a particular household, or this household has lesbians. I mean, I just feel this is another way to discriminate on lesbians, people that's, doing homosexual relationships. That's just another thing society is going to do, try to keep the community down. It's just another form of discrimination. Just like if a particular person was hating on me because of the color of my skin, or the way I talk, or the way I walk, or who I choose to sleep with, and behind closed doors in my own bed. I mean, so hey, what can you do? But like I said, I get a disclaimer. This is my opinion. I know some people will agree, some won't. Hey, there's nothing I can do about that. This is my opinion. I appreciate the ones that listen. I appreciate the ones that dislike it and don't listen. I mean, one day they'll wake up, one day they'll, have an open mind. Can't force anybody, can't change anybody. I'm not trying to. Just wanted to get my opinion out there. maybe in another upcoming video, I get the opinion of some of my compadres, you know, and see how they feel about it. That's pretty much it. So, you know, subscribe. There's going to be a lot more videos coming hopefully soon. Just bear with me, stick with me. You know, everybody has little conflicting schedules, but we're trying to put up as much as I can. I'm going to try to do as much as I can, you know, throughout the week and throughout the month or whatever. So, y'all just follow me on Twitter, friend me on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Everything is the same as under ThruJahyEyes. And this is you know, like I said, a little installment of NOLA LezBNTruth. I'm AJ. Holla.